Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be roasting up a turkey and I'm going to teach you how to carve it into the portions you need for your Thanksgiving dinner. I may be in my Halloween dress, but I'm in full Thanksgiving spirit. If you're new to the channel, my name is Carolina. I live in Montana. I do a lot of pantry cooking, budget shopping, and product reviews on my channel. If that's the kind of content you're into, I hope you consider subscribing. All right guys, let's get in here and let's see how I handle my turkey. All right, I lost my knob, so hopefully I could get the right temperature on it. Also, back here in the stove, I have a pot of water. There is 1.5 quarts of water in there. I'm going to put the turkey neck that came with my turkey in here. Also, this is a 13.82 pound turkey, so pretty much 14 pounds will go by. So with it being 14 pounds, we are going to roast it for about 3.5 hours because I'm doing mine a little higher than 325. I'm gonna put the neck in there. I also have half of an onion that I just had left over from dinner. I'm gonna put that in there. I have some kosher salt. We'll sprinkle a little bit of that. This is I'm gonna make my gravy. Sorry, I'm gonna make gravy out of this. So I'm kind of making a turkey broth to turn that into gravy, if that makes sense. Do a little bit of pepper as well. Also, I want a shot of vinegar of some kind. All right, I'm gonna just do a shot of apple cider vinegar. That's really gonna help break down the meat, make it super tender. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. Let's turn it just on a medium. We just kind of want it to simmer. Oh, I do have a couple of carrots. So let's just put some in here. And this is mostly just to flavor the broth. There we go. All right, now that's going to be going slowly, and now let's go and focus on our turkey. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a spread to smear all over it, and inside of it, I'm not just going to do separate layers. So to do that, I have a little bit of garlic olive oil, just that I have left over, and I need to get used up. So I'm going to use the last of this and mix it with some bacon grease that I have. You can also use butter, you could use coconut oil, olive oil. You know, don't let what you see someone else do limitate you. Do whatever you want. And then I have a couple of apples. They're a little crinkly, you know, I get these used up. So I'm gonna slice these. We're gonna stuff them inside, as well with half an onion and some of these carrots. And then I have poultry seasoning that I'm gonna mix in with the bacon grease and the garlic. So let's get into it. Pop it. You would probably use like a whole stick of butter. So between the bacon grease and the garlic here, that should do it. Now remember, you're trying to penetrate all of the meat in the turkey. I have never tried infusing turkey with like an injector, but I hear that is really good. So maybe that's something we could try next year. And then poultry seasoning, I just like to mix it in with the fat that I'm going to be spreading all over. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this as well. All right, now I'm just going to slice the apple. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just going to be stuffing this up inside, so more than likely we won't even be using this. This is just for flavor. All right, let's go ahead and stuff the apple, the onion, and the carrots inside. I don't know how much I believe that stuffing the stuff really makes a difference in there, but we'll do it. And then we're gonna get under its skin, like my husband does to me. So we're going to, you wanna kind of, let's see, you can even pierce the skin if you need to. This one, it's usually like, you can see right here, but this one has its skin all the way around. And then you can kind of just lift up the skin and it pulls away from the meat. So you just kind of stick your hand in there, wiggle, gently pull, and then push your hand down some more. And you should be able to separate the skin. And this we want to do because we're going to put our seasoning under this. Also on top, but under as well, because then it goes directly on the meat, you know. So you can come over here and do the same thing to the legs. Get some of that skin off of it, so that way it'll seep down in there, you know. Same thing over here. Now I'm choosing to use my roasting pan, but you can definitely do this in the oven. I know some people use those turkey bags to help keep it nice and moist, so that's an option as well. I don't know if they later on crisp up the skin or if they just sacrifice crispy skin for juicy turkey. I don't know. If you're one of those, let us know down below. All right, let's mix the bacon, garlic, poultry seasoning, salt concoction. I tell you guys, I used butter for a long time, and then a couple years ago I switched to bacon grease, and oh my Lanta, I know. All right, so we're gonna put our hands in here. We're gonna smear it all up in there, on top of it as well. You want to make sure you get where you just pulled all that skin out. And then if you even like, sometimes I'll have like a handful, like a pocket, and put it right where I quit pulling, so then I feel like it'll still kind of work its way down. Let's rotate it over. See, so that might have looked like a lot of bacon grease and fat and stuff, but it's getting put along the whole bird. There we go. Look at that. I think that looks pretty good. Some wings here. Massager. Oh, yeah, you're gonna be a good turkey. There's your good turkey. Yeah. Get that back in there. All right, that one's good to go. Let me wash my hands. All right, let's go ahead and plug it in. The roaster I have, you have to plug in to turn on and turn off. So it doesn't really have an off button. Now what I do is I know if I turn it this way, it's all the way down to the minimum. So I'm gonna kind of like imagine the arrow, but we're gonna go up to like 350 because we want it to roast and get a crisp skin and kind of like sear, and then we'll turn it down and let it kind of like simmer, you know, like cook slow and low. So let's do that first, and then we're just going to be letting our turkey stock here just keep going, and then I'll bring it back when it's crispy and I'll let you know how long that has been. All right guys, it's been 2 hours. Ooh, that looks good. I got a thermometer here. Do you know what temp we're going for? Anybody? Bueller. 165. Ooh, 170 right there. Let's check the leg. Now when you put in here, you do not want to touch the bone because the bone would make it seem hotter than it is. So it would give you a bad reading. See, look, if I go deep here, oh no, that's reading. And by the time it sits, it'll cook a little more. So I'm gonna call this baby done. I think she looks nice and juicy. And then we're gonna let this sit for a little bit as well. And then our broth has been going for the same amount of time. We're gonna turn this off. It's reduced by half, so I'm gonna call that good. And this will get us some nice, good turkey broth to make a nice gravy. All right, we are going to carve it. I'm going to use both a paring knife and a long, about 8-inch chef knife. What we're going to do first is cut the drums off. So this one, they use the fat to kind of keep it all together, but they also will have a piece of plastic sometimes. You could use that. Cut right in here, and then you're going to pull. As you pull, you'll see, just keep slicing here, there. Oh yeah. Just kind of follow it along. You'll see a bone here. How juicy that is. Right there, you see how that bone right there kind of fell apart? I'm gonna keep going, go all the way through that bone. There you go. And here's one leg and thigh. Let's rotate over, do the same thing. Kind of cut some of the skin here. Down here. Give it a pull. Keep going along here. Down here. And then, let's see, You should be able to see the bone. Oh, it's juicy. See all that juice coming out? Keep following it. Oh. All right, where's the bone? There you go. You see how I just kind of popped that? There's our other one. I'm going to go ahead and take off the skin. No puppy. All right, now we are going to do the wing. We're going to pull this, same thing, we're going to pop. There's a bone, you see how that just popped right open? Go straight through. There we go. One wing. I'm going to leave this little drumette on here. It'll help keep it balanced when we go to cut the breast off. There we go. All right, I'm going to peel the skin off again. But if it's cooked right, this stuff will literally just pop open. It should not be that difficult. All right, now the breast, a little curved here. No. Just keep following it with your knife. You see the bone, the breastbone right there. Keep going. Kind of do it at an angle to kind of slice it away from the bone. Keep going. It's a little stuck right here, so I'm going to go down this way. There we go. Go over this way, down under. Through a little more. Boom. And there's one of the breasts. You can always trim extra pieces here. Okay, now let's go ahead. There's some more right here. All right, same thing on this side. See, there's the breastbone in there. It's right there. No, Kobe. This puppy really wants some turkey, man. All right, same thing. If you feel resistance, stop, move around, kind of see what is it sticking to, where can you get your knife. There we go. Second breastbone there. A couple more meat here. And then this drumette, put this over, same thing, pop it right out of place. Right here, there we go. All right, so we have a couple of our wings here, nice and crispy. To break up the thigh meat, same thing, kind of pull, it'll break apart there. And then you just need to run your knife through it. So then you have a leg, kind of roll the bone of the thigh, and that'll debone some of that dark meat there. Same thing on this one. Cool. Kind of break it. Break it up, break it up. All right, same thing, just kind of slice until you see the bone. Twist it around. All right. And then we're just going to go ahead and slice this. I like to do pretty thick slices, so that way it doesn't dry out. Go. Look at that. Beautiful, juicy turkey. All right, I try and keep my dark meat over here, white meat over here. And just like that, we have our turkey cooked. And now we have it all sliced up, ready to serve. Now the next thing we need to do is make our gravy out of our turkey neck stock and our drippings from our pan. So let's do that. Really simple way for me to do gravy without having to make a roux is to use cornstarch. You just do about 2 tablespoons in there, and then you can adjust it as you like, if you like it thinner or thicker. I find that that works really well at thickening up your gravy, but you could also do a roux, which is just butter and flour mixed together and cooked, and then you add your stock into there. So this turned out delicious, and let's see how much we got. You can see how that amount of stock turns into this amount of gravy, which you really need about 1/4 cup per person depending on how many people. But I gotta tell you, nothing beats homemade gravy from the drippings of the turkey. Well guys, thanks for coming along and checking out how to roast a turkey, how to carve it, and how to make a gravy out of those delicious drippings. I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Birds. Bye.